CoastTV.
We're seeing a few clouds this morning, otherwise clear conditions, even a few showers to our south from last night into this morning. Otherwise quiet weather today into the rest of the week. A stronger system this weekend brings the potential for heavy rain. Details coming up.
Principal Defense Sussex Central's Dr. Bradley Layfield, who is on administrative leave from an incident earlier this year, makes his case in court.
Property tax tool officials are seeking more accurate figures in determining property value in Sussex County.
Crews battled a car fire. Responders able to limit the damage to just the vehicles, not the Peninsula neighborhood house.
Back in the city of brotherly love, the Phillies look to take advantage of home field in their divisional series against the Braves.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. Coast TV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Paige Marley. Happy Wednesday. It's October 11th, 2023.
Hump day and
That's
Phillies
right.
fever back at it tonight.
Sure.
If you're heading up to the game, it looks like you'll have a comfortable evening if you're going to the game tonight.
Yeah, probably a great day for baseball.
Yeah, anyone out there with tickets? I know some people who, I'm just saying.
I may not be a huge fan, but I like baseball games.
I do too.
All right, cool. Yeah, let us know. We'll bring in First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihe, who he might want a ticket as well. He likes to hang out with us. Right, Bob?
Yeah, well, except I don't like the Phillies.
No.
Yeah, I went there. I know. Well, I'm a Mets fan. Met fans don't like Philly fans or the Phillies. Anyway, the weather looks great for the game in Philadelphia. Wind will not be a factor. It'll be light with partly cloudy skies. We're looking at those conditions right now. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s out the door. 48 in Seaford, 47 in Redden, 49 Del Mar, 51 in Selbyville. I have been looking at this 64 in Ocean City. That seems a little warm for this time of morning. As we're looking at light winds, watch out for areas of fog. Otherwise, mainly clear skies. We had a little system sneak to our south last night with some showers. That's moving offshore, but farther to the west, we're looking at clear skies with high pressure, and that will be the weather for today as temperatures warm into the 60s by mid-morning, by noon, 60s and low 70s. I think we're low 70s inland today and cooler along the beaches, so looking really good out there. A few more clouds into this evening. And for the kiddos off to the bus stop, they need the jacket, the heavier jacket, 49, partly cloudy. And heading home, you can carry the jacket, 71, partly cloudy and mild.
All right, Bob, thank you so much. This morning, the cause of a violent crash in Wycomico County is still being determined. First responders were working on the scene last night on Route 50. We have photos here from Marie Blackburn, and you can see the incredible damage here. One car looks completely totaled. Marie is the viewer who sent us these photos, and she tells us a car was heading west in the eastbound lane of Route 50 without their lights on and hit another car head-on. According to this viewer, one driver was airlifted away. And according to the Salisbury Fire Department, a call came in for a crash at Route 50 and Hobbs Road. This was around 7:30 p.m.
And from Salisbury to Sussex County and the Peninsula neighborhood off of Bay Farm Road, we got some pictures to show you that were posted by the Indian River Volunteer Fire Department. You can see a Jeep and Chrysler Sebring convertible, both heavily engulfed in flames. Call for this fire came in at 4:15 in the afternoon. And you can see the work that crews had to put in once they got there. Now, while the two cars were in the same driveway, it doesn't appear that much, if any, damage was caused to the house. Got developing news about a story that we've been covering from the beginning. A student is suing Sussex Central High School and the Indian River School District.
Yeah, this comes after the student had her breast exposed during a fight. Court documents state 18-year-old Anaya Harmon started a dangerous fight and in doing so accepted the risk of her breast being exposed on recorded security video.
Yeah, the principal, Dr. Bradley Layfield's lawyer, sent out this letter, and in it, Layfield's lawyer stated that you can only see Harmon's chest if you play the security footage just frame by frame, which he claims no one did on the day of the fight. Now Layfield and his attorneys are asking the case to be dismissed and for legal fees to be dropped as well.
And Layfield did admit the existence of a meme of Harmon being exposed, but he did not claim any responsibility for that.
CoastTV did reach out to Harmon's lawyer, and they chose not to comment at this time.
Now, as we continue today, an update on property taxes now in Sussex County. Soon, homeowners will get a look at how their property will be valued in the future. Beginning later this month, people who own residential property in the Georgetown area will receive what is called a data mailer. Other areas in Sussex County will get similar notices into next year. The mailers will have information about their property, including the year it was built, the number of bedrooms and bathrooms, some basement data, garage space, and detached structures. It's important information because it gives owners a chance to review and dispute any incorrect information that could impact assessed value of their home and thus the taxes.
Delaware State Housing Authority shared a preview of the 2023 Housing Needs Assessment Report. And according to the agency, key findings include overall 50% of renters in Delaware are cost burdened, meaning that paying more than 50% of their income is going to rent. The report states that home ownership rate has dropped for all age groups except seniors, and the agency says the state will need to add over 24,000 new units, or an average of 2,400 units per year, to keep up with household growth through 2030.
We have a traffic update for you this morning. The city of Rehoboth Beach says routine maintenance is scheduled on the drawbridge on Rehoboth Avenue today. DelDOT is scheduled to start raising and opening this bridge around 10 a.m.
Happening tonight, the Phillies are back at the park for Game 3 of the National League Divisional Series against the Braves. Phillies earned a split in the first 2 games in Atlanta. That gives them the opportunity to win the series in front of the home fans if they can take both games this week. Phillies won both home games in the playoffs last week against the Marlins. First pitch scheduled for around 5:07 p.m. And we'll also recap last night's Orioles game later on CoastTV News Today. We're now getting a live look. This is halfway around the world at the Gaza skyline. And again, we see some of that smoke, which is probably means something not good happening there as we continue to learn about the brutality of the actions by the terror organization Hamas. Here in the U.S., we have Israel's back. That's what President Biden said in a message to the world as Israel enters its 5th day of the war. The president confirmed Americans are being held hostage by Hamas militants.
As now Secretary of State Antony Blinken, he's heading to Israel later today as House Republicans are expected to vote on a new speaker, clearing the way to approve more money to send to Israel. NBC's Alice Barr shows us the latest as this violence is still ongoing there in Israel.
Another day of horror in the Middle East as Hamas militants keep firing rockets into Israel and the Israeli military steps up its retaliatory strikes into the Gaza Strip. The first shipment of U.S. arms has arrived in Israel as President Biden makes clear where America stands.
Let there be no doubt, the United States has Israel's back.
At least 14 Americans are among the unimaginable death toll of both Israeli and Palestinian civilians after a massive and brutal terror attack unleashed by the Palestinian militant group Hamas.
This was an act of sheer evil.
American Galia Mizrahi is among the devastated families waiting for word on their loved ones. At least 2 of her family members were killed, 4 are missing.
And then the last message we got from them was, "We don't want to die. We're afraid to die. Come help us."
President Biden confirming American citizens are among the hostages, pledging to do everything possible to bring them home. Though some families want the U.S. to take a more active role in their recovery, sending messages to the lost and missed.
Mom, I'm confident that you're holding on. We're waiting for you. We love you.
Amid urgent calls for more aid, on Capitol Hill, House Republicans could vote as soon as today on a new speaker.
We need a Congress that's working.
A must before new money can be directed to Israel's fight. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Well, we still have plenty more news to get to this hour on CoastTV News Today.
Yeah, coming up, basement conversion concerns, what Rehoboth Beach says about the consequences for people illegally transforming their basements.
Also, Lewis wanting to throw away the issue of littering. The attempt to keep streets and sidewalks clean. It's a community effort.
And Google announcing a potential change to how you secure your information. Why they say they're proposing this change. All that and more when CoastTV News Today continues.
Bedbugs got their name because of their habit of feeding on humans while they sleep.
Bedbugs go where you go. The effective way to kill bedbugs is with the heat because heat gets everywhere.
Our process ensures that each room in your home exceeds 122 degrees to kill all life stages of a bedbug.
It's proven scientific fact that the heat and treat program is 95% effective.
At Bennett Termite, we know that the heat and treat process is the best way to rid your home of bedbugs, and we're not going to sacrifice our integrity with the customer's money.
Join us at Big Oyster Brewery on Sunday, October 15th at 8 a.m. for the first Shuck Cancer 5K, a remarkable event dedicated to rallying support for those bravely battling cancer. Profits from the race and sales will be donated directly to Fighting Pretty, a nonprofit organization that helps provide strength, beauty, and empowerment to women in their cancer journey. For more info, visit fightingpretty.org. Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
You hear of more and more families choosing cremation, but you probably still have questions. The Holloway family has been helping local families understand and navigate the options for 140 years. We recognized the importance of having Delmarva's first on-site crematory. Whether you choose a celebration of life with cremation, a witnessed cremation, or cremation without a ceremony, everyone is treated with dignity and respect. That's the difference family makes. Holloway Funeral Home in Salisbury and Pocono.
6:11 on our Wednesday morning. Starting to see some daylight on the horizon on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp. 47 in Laurel. Sun's not up till 7:06, so we've got a while yet. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s out the door. 47 in Redden, 49 in Delmar, 51 in Selbyville. As we're looking at light winds, that'll be the case all day. Do watch out for areas of patchy fog. We had a little system pass to our south last night. Otherwise, high pressure keeps us high and dry today. Strolling along the boardwalk in Bethany Beach, 50s early on and then 60s as we make our way through the morning. Around 68 by 11 with mostly sunny skies.
And happening today in Milford, DelDOT will be converting the two-way stop sign at the intersection of North Old State Road and Fleetown Road. This will be converted to an all-way stop. Work is expected to run from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. DelDOT says flaggers will be on site to direct drivers at the intersection. Also happening today, Dagsboro Road closing. According to DelDOT, Raspberry Road between Blueberry Lane and 9-Foot Road will be closed. We're showing you that location here on your screen right now. And that closure will go through October 20th. This is for the installation of a crossroad pipe.
A strike at the General Motors plant in Canada. It's over less than a day after it started. That's according to Unifor, the union that represents more than 4,000 auto workers at that company. The strike began Monday night when Unifor said GM refused to agree to a deal similar to the one the union previously reached with Ford. The union said GM quickly gave in to union demands once the strike started. The strike could resume, however, if the rank-and-file members do not ratify the deal. Google is looking to make your passwords obsolete. Instead, the company wants you to create passkeys to unlock accounts and devices, like using maybe a fingerprint, a face scan, or a PIN number. Google said passcodes are easier to remember, quicker to use though, and also can be more secure. It says the technology will now become the go-to option during a password creation. Users can still dodge passkeys altogether and keep their passwords.
Still to come, Lewis concerned about littering, what DelDOT says it needs more of to tackle the problem, keep the community clean.
It's a beautiful start to our Wednesday Boardwalk Plaza Cam. Not too much activity right now. We had somebody exercising a little earlier, and a great day for exercising outdoor activities. The rest of the week is looking good, but we do have a first alert day for Saturday for the potential of heavy rain. More on that, and I'll pinpoint it on FutureCast coming up next.
At the Press Automotive Group, we believe a coach can have an important impact on their players' lives. And that's why we teamed up with DSN to present the Coach Who Makes a Difference Award.
Coach in your community, Preston Automotive here will donate $500 to that community.
At the end of this year, we will choose 3 of these coaches and award their programs with additional donation.
If you want to nominate your coach, just go to delmarvasportsnetwork.com and click on the Features tab.
Delmarva Sports Network and the Preston Automotive Group, together highlighting coaches who make a difference in our community.
For a great shopping experience, Furniture Gallery is the place to pick up one-of-a-kind signature finds to complete your home decor. Come explore our selection of handcrafted furniture and get all the supplies you need for your own DIY projects. And through the doors is Shore Marketplace, where you'll find the most unique local shops at the beach. With over 40 local artisans, Shore Marketplace is truly a local connection you cannot afford to miss. And next door you'll find scrub apparel outlets. All this under one roof with easy access off Coastal Highway North.
We decided to do upgrades on our house that we had built ourselves. We were looking for a particular company that would be on the same page we were as far as craftsmanship and take pride in a job well done. Now we're having the bathroom done, and we went with Spicer Brothers. I've never seen anything as fast and as efficient.
Unbelievable how quick he is, and for a one-man show.
He has a passion for his craft, and he's so efficient. We're just so tickled to death to have him.
So before you sign, keep Bass by Spicer Brothers in mind.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Welcome the new season with a deep cleaning by Stanley Steamer. Our certified technicians will renew your carpets, air ducts, upholstery, tile floors, and more, clearing away the dust and debris. We clean using powerful proprietary equipment and family-safe cleaning solutions to leave your space looking and feeling fresh. Call or go online to schedule your professional cleaning with Stanley Steamer today.
It is 6:15 now on this Wednesday. That is a live look there at Laurel on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera. Pretty cool seeing the sun start to come up there, but no color just yet there on our live cam.
Yeah, Paige, you've got another great day today. I know Bob's going to get to this soon about, boy, we've got another wet weekend ahead. Bob, by my count, that'll be 4 straight wet weekends. But let's start with today first.
Yeah, I know. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but that's the case. We are looking at more wet conditions as we go into this weekend, guys. And make sure you pull out your smartphones and get your camera into camera mode, your phone into camera mode, and make sure you scan the QR code right there, and that will get you to the CoastTV weather app. Weather headlines right now. As you can see, we're looking at a quiet rest of the week, dry and pleasant conditions. First alert weather day for Saturday. 1 to 2 inches of rain is possible. Okay, it looks like it could be a soaker, and the rain ends on Sunday, mainly morning rain at that time. Temperatures now into the 40s and 50s. 49 in Del Mar, 49 in Georgetown, 51 in Selbyville, Lewis at 52. Redden right now, you're at 47 degrees, and the winds currently are on the light side. We do have some areas of patchy fog we're worried about. Otherwise, that will burn off as we go into the early morning hours, and we're looking at mostly sunny skies. And we have a disturbance to our south that moved on through this morning and gave southern parts of Delmarva, I should say, some rain. So we're looking at clear conditions right now and clear conditions back into the Ohio Valley with high pressure. But we are seeing some clouds farther to the south. This is tropical moisture moving up from the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see the rain making its way through the southeast. We're not going to see that, but we will be looking at the clouds moving through. So here's Futurecast this morning, 7 a.m., looking at temperatures into the 50s, by 9 into the 60s, and then by this afternoon around the noon hour, close to 70 degrees. And as we go into the mid-afternoon hours, we're looking at temperatures into the low 70s as we go into inland areas, and then looking at 60s along the coast, middle to upper 60s. As we go into the overnight hours, into the 9:30 hour, we're looking at temperatures into the 50s and 60s. There, those clouds from the south will clear it out as we go into Thursday morning. Temperatures into the 40s and 50s, so it will be a chilly start. And then by the afternoon, another warm day with temperatures into the 70s, 60s along the coast, and then moving into your Friday, a cool start with temperatures in the 50s, and then by the afternoon into the middle to upper 60s. So it will be a little cooler. We will be watching a storm developing off the coast of North Carolina and Virginia as we go into the weekend. Saturday, some of that rain will be heavy at times, especially as we go into Saturday night and early Sunday. And there could be some coastal impacts as well. And we're looking at some stronger northwest winds. So even if the rain ends, and when it ends on Sunday, it will still be cool and blustery at that time. And we could see 1 to 2 inches of rain. So it's the rain and also the possibility of local flooding that has triggered that first alert weather day for Saturday. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast: 72 today, 75 on Thursday, 69 on Friday, and then Saturday the rain builds in heavy at times. It will be windy as well. 70 there, 61 with lingering showers on Sunday. Dries out on Monday, 61, so it remains cool. And then another chance for rain on Tuesday with a high of 62.
Thanks, Bob. And a reminder, you can hear Coast TV news and weather updates throughout the day on our family of radio stations. We got them on your screen for you. They are Coast Country 103.9, 106.3 FM, also 93.5 The Beach, and Big 107.7.
As littering continues to be a problem for the environment, people in Lewis are on a mission to keep the beach town looking clean. One couple in Lewis has been getting creative and put out a bin on Jolin's Way, where they say drivers tend to throw away their empty liquor bottles right out the car window. While DelDOT is responsible for keeping this roadway and many others in the state litter-free, they say they also rely on people just like this to help out.
It takes all of us. It's something that we're all working toward to try and keep our state really keep litter off of our roadways. And the fact that these residents are concerned about it, they're speaking up about it. It's something that we are, we need more of.
And there is a form you can submit on the Sussex County government website that'll add your street name to a list to have litter cleaned. That link can be found on our website, WRDE.com.
And this does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, where do you see the most litter?
Let's take a look at these results, see where you're seeing some litter. 39% of you say on the road shoulders. I believe that's where I see most of the litter too.
That's where I voted, Paige, too.
Me as well. Yeah, 24% say in neighborhoods, just 8% saying the beach. I guess that's pretty optimistic. 27% at parks, just 2% in downtown sidewalks. All right, well, a lot of options there. If you still want to vote, head to WRDE.com or our mobile app.
All right, and happening today in Lewis, a safe and comfortable bike and pedestrian network plan. An open house will be held at the Lewis Public Library. This is for the public to view the bicycle plan and goals proposed by the Lewis Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. The open house will be held from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. and the public is able to drop in at any point.
After the break, Rehoboth Beach is trying to crack down on what they are calling illegal basement conversions. The potential penalties, it says, could be doled out if you're caught turning a basement into a habitable space. Don't go anywhere on Coast TV News Today.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Today on Coast Life, ready for flu season? Learn about BB Healthcare's free vaccine clinics. Dive into the Bronco Beach Bash action in Ocean City. And capture nature's magic with a James Farm Photo Challenge. Today at 4 on Coast TV.
Experience the performance of Toyota Camry, from TRD to all-wheel drive and hybrid, with comfort and control. To travel your way and arrive in style. Right now, buy a Camry and get $750 finance cash. Toyota, let's go places.
Introducing Ned's Plaque Psoriasis.
Ned, what are you wearing?
He thinks his flaky red patches are all people see.
Otezla is the #1 prescribed pill to treat plaque psoriasis.
Ned?
It can help you get clearer skin and reduce itching and flaking, with no routine blood tests required. Doctors have been prescribing it for nearly a decade. Otezla is also approved to treat psoriatic arthritis. Don't use Otezla if you're allergic to it. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Otezla may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Some people taking Otezla had depression, suicidal thoughts, or weight loss. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur.
With clear skin, movie night is a groovy night. Live in the moment. Ask your doctor about Otezla.
Get the WRDE Weather app, live radar, and severe weather alerts. Download the free WRDE Weather app, built by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
We have developing news from Rehoboth Beach. According to city officials, people are unlawfully converting basements into habitable spaces. The Rehoboth Beach Building and Licensing Department explained at a city workshop that basements at the height of 6 foot 6 inches only meant for storage purposes. They say their concern is renters are turning the spaces into bedrooms and increasing the amount of square footage for the property.
It's difficult to catch people or to catch a use of these spaces because we would have to actually see it. And without furniture, when we usually go in, it's difficult to catch. As far as the penalties go right now, we use mainly notices of violation, but it's usually equates to a small fine.
And officials with the Rehoboth Beach say they are looking for another solution to stop what they are calling a problem.
The Bethany Beach Police Department wants you to be aware of an increasing number of phone scams. The department says the unknown callers are claiming to be police officers when contacting people. Bethany Beach police say these calls are asking the public for money and your bank account information. They say no police department will ever contact you for any form of payment over the phone. The department says there's also an increase in the number of fraudulent text messages. Police are saying do not click on any website that could be attached to those messages.
Well, as we bring back First Alert meteorologist Bob Trahy. Bob, I cheated and I looked at your UV numbers. I must say they're a little bit on the low side today.
Well, Matt, you're always cheating. You're always looking at the monitor, seeing the 7-day and the First Alert weather days, and you always want a sneak peek, right? Anyway, it is time for our UV index brought to us by Face of Grace, a practice in sun safety. And even though the sun's going to be strong, it's getting lower in the sky now, and that angle is knocking down the UV rays and the levels into the medium range now. It's a 4 today, 5s Thursday and Friday. It drops to a 2 on Saturday with clouds and showers, and then it's back to a 3 on Sunday. So when we're in the higher range around a 5, make sure you have that SPF handy, maybe up to about 30. And if you're out in the sun long enough, maybe doing chores, cutting the grass, make sure you find some shade as well. Maybe wear a hat. Otherwise, the sun's not too strong. And in fact, by the weekend, not strong at all because it will be stormy with the First Alert day on Saturday. I'll have more on that coming up.
On CoastTV News today, hopeful news for the oyster population. Why the inclusion of more oysters is essential to bay cleanup efforts.
Also, we got shocking pictures of a violent crash that happened on Route 50 overnight in the Salisbury area. What one witness told CoastTV she saw when this happened.
And more news in a developing story that we've been following. A student suing Sussex Central High School and the Indian River School District after being exposed during a fight. What the principal of that school is now saying in a letter his lawyers released. CoastTV News Today will be right back.
You're in the middle of a hostage situation.
Oh, no. Every leap changes the future of human history. Not bad for a few days' work.
Quantum Leap, tonight on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Step on it, Thomas.
I can hotwire a stingray in my sleep. I can't believe we're trying to repo a fish.
Magnum PI, tonight on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
When it comes to your home, you need a local contractor you can trust and quality you can count on. Spicer Brothers is properly licensed in Maryland, Delaware, and Virginia, and we're here to help.
Our team is committed to customer satisfaction, and we stand behind our work with our Platinum Plus lifetime warranty.
Right now, finance your entire project with no interest and no payments until 2025. So, for all your exterior and bathroom remodeling needs, call the company you can trust. Spicer Brothers, we've got you covered.
Everyone deserves to be remembered with dignity and respect. The Eastern Shore's most trusted experts in funeral services offer another option for those seeking a simplified alternative. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services is simple and affordable, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with convenient phone or virtual consultations. And e-signing makes our streamlined documentation quick and easy. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services in Berlin. Simply respectful.
Extend the patio season and outdoor family fun with Tyndall's Casual Furniture. Hang out with friends around cozy fire pits and comfortable, high-quality furniture brands like Casual Comfort, Pollywood, Telescope, and North Cape. And don't forget to protect your investment with durable, breathable, and water-resistant covers. Enjoy now and pay later with 100% financing available on all in-stock furniture. For over 40 years, locally owned, Delmarva grown. Tyndall's Casual Furniture in Laurel and Lewis. Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts.
From the beaches to the bay, coverage you can count on. CoastTV News Today. Your morning news starts right now.
October 11th, 2023. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Paige.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Paige Marley.
6:29 a.m. as we make our way what is shaping up to be a pleasant Wednesday.
No complaints over here. Maybe a couple days from now, complaints.
Get to that later.
We'll get to that later. Let's let Bob talk about that. Let's send things over to Bob Trahy. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, guys. Let's talk about the good stuff first. Yeah, it's a good morning out there. We're looking at temperatures into the 40s and 50s. Maybe a little bit of fog to start the day. 48 in Seaford, 48 in Del Mar. Salisbury, 52. 63 in Ocean City. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that station, but it's obviously warmer than surrounding areas. 50 in Selbyville. Rehoboth at 55. We've got light winds, calm winds inland. There could be a little patchy fog. Use the low beam headlights. Otherwise, that will burn off by about 8 a.m. We had a little system passed to our south last night with some showers. That is now moving offshore. Otherwise, clear skies. You can see this corridor of clear skies back to our west. So that will be today's weather with high pressure building in. Here's Futurecast this morning at 7. Make sure you have your jacket. Temperatures in the 50s. Could see some clouds from time to time today. By noon, we're close to 70 inland areas, cooler at the beaches. And I think we do top out in the lower 70s, Seaford, Georgetown, maybe 71 in Millsboro, but about 64 in Dewey Beach with some clouds. I think we will see an increase in clouds as we go through this evening. Nothing in the way of rain, just increasing overcast. Here's your drive-cast this morning. I did give it the green light, but maybe some areas of fog. Watch out for that. Partly cloudy skies. And then heading home, green light as well. Partly cloudy and mild.
All right, Bob, thank you. On to a developing story now that we've been covering this year. It started in May when a female student had her breast exposed during a fight at Sussex Central High School. She's now suing the school, the Indian River School District, and employees at that school.
Yeah, and CoastTV News reporter Charles Reinert shows us why the principal on administrative leave is saying the blame should not be on him.
In Delaware Superior Court, Sussex Central Principal Bradley Layfield responded to claims made in a lawsuit filed by a former student's attorney in September. Layfield is accused of sharing security camera video of a fight in which a senior at the time, Anaya Harmon's breast, was exposed. According to Layfield's attorneys, 18-year-old Anaya Harmon's exposed breast would only be seen if the video had been viewed from frame to frame, which Layfield says was never done for any school employee who reviewed the surveillance video after the fight. The lawsuit filed by Harmon's attorney claims that assistant principal Matthew Jones, who also remains on leave, worked with Layfield to create a meme with Janet Jackson's face on it before sharing it with other faculty members. In these court documents, Layfield admits to the existence of the meme, but does not claim responsibility for it. Layfield's lawyers state it was Harmon's, quote, unclean hands in starting a dangerous two-alarm school fight are the proximate cause for any distress she alleges, end quote. According to the same letter, Layfield's lawyers state that when Harmon started the fight in front of a security camera, she accepted the risk of her exposure being recorded. When CoastTV News spoke with Harmon and her mother in September, they said they're calling for policy changes at the school and for the administrators currently on paid leave to be permanently removed. I'm Charles Reinert, CoastTV News.
This morning, the cause of a violent crash last night in the Salisbury area, it is still being investigated. We do know that first responders were on the scene on Route 50, and we have photos from a viewer of ours, Marie Blackburn. You can see the incredible damage here and just how one car looks completely totaled. Blackburn tells CoastTV News that a car was heading west in the eastbound lane of Route 50 without headlights on and hit another car head-on. According to her, one driver was airlifted away. Now, the Salisbury Fire Department, they did respond to a call for a crash at Route 50 and Hobbs Road. That was around 7:30 p.m.
And developing news now about the oyster population in the Chesapeake Bay. On Tuesday, it was announced that nearly 2 billion juvenile oysters have been planted on sanctuary and public oyster fishery sites. In recent years, the state has emphasized oysters as part of the bay cleanup effort. Oysters, they filter nutrient pollutants. Maryland has planted nearly 7 billion oysters in the Chesapeake Bay since 2014.
Well, it could be considered a crystal ball for your property taxes in Sussex County. Homeowners will get a look at how their property will be valued in the future. Now, beginning later this month, people who own residential property in the Georgetown area, they're going to receive what is called a data mailer. Other areas in Sussex County will get similar notice on into next year. The mailers will have information about the property, including the year it was built, number of bedrooms and bathrooms, basement data, garage space, and detached structures. It's important information because it gives owners a chance to review and dispute incorrect information that could impact the assessed value of the home and taxes.
The Delaware State Housing Authority shared a preview of the 2023 Housing Needs Assessment Report. According to the agency, some key findings include overall, 50% of renters in Delaware are cost burdened, meaning they're paying more than 50% of their income in rent. That report states that the homeownership rate has also dropped for all ages except for seniors. And the agency says the state will need to add over 24,000 new units, or an average of 2,400 units per year, to keep up with household growth through 2030.
They've got a traffic update for the morning commute. City of Rehoboth Beach says routine maintenance is scheduled for the drawbridge on Rehoboth Avenue today. DelDOT is scheduled to start raising and opening the bridge around 10 a.m. Well, we still have more to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Still coming up, the U.S. Postal Service proposing higher prices for goods and services, how much of an increase it wants to make.
And remembering a beloved high school athlete, the Del Mar community coming together to honor a student who lost their life over the weekend in a tragic car accident. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Fleischer Brothers and Coast TV are honoring military persons and first responders serving Delmarva.
We salute Lloyd McAllister. His valiant actions and selfless sacrifices as a navigator aboard the B-24 bomber in the China-Burma-India theater were pivotal in securing our nation's triumph over Japan. Lloyd, your unwavering commitment to aim high, be ever ready to fly, and persevere to victory is an inspiration. Your legacy will forever be remembered and cherished.
If you have a family member, friend, or community member that you would like to nominate for a Coast TV salute, go to coasttvsalutes.com.
Fall into planting at Bella Terrace Garden Center. Autumn is the perfect time of year for planting. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs of all shapes and sizes. Did you know Bella Terra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sale promotions. Stocked with the smallest of succulents to the tallest of trees, Bella Terrace Garden Center here for all your gardening needs. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram, located right off of Route 16 in Ellendale.
Get in gear with Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3.
It's Free Truck Fridays, your ticket to a new 2023 Ford Ranger thanks to Pohanka Ford of Salisbury. Stay tuned to Big D and Bubba all week as they reveal the Free Truck Friday song.
Then listen to April and me to play the song. Be caller 10 and you might be parking a new 2023 Ford Ranger in your driveway.
Drive over to coastcountry.com for all the details.
Coast Country's Free Truck Fridays with Pohanka Ford of Salisbury,
where your drive to work
could upgrade your ride home.
When it's your home, we know you always want the best. And if it's unique, stylish, and custom made, Superior Screen and Glass is your place. We are dedicated to providing the highest quality craftsmanship to our clients on every project. With our Pella and Anderson certified windows and doors, we will help highlight the beauty and function of your home with energy efficient, protective glass. To make your business or home superior and beautiful, trust the experience and expertise of Superior Screen and Glass.
Do you have a well with low pressure or sputtering, cloudy water, no water at all, and you feel like you may need a new one? There might be a solution to fix your issue, save you some money, and extend the life of your well. Click or call to connect with Daisy's Well Drilling. We'll take time to discuss the issue and run a proper diagnosis, including checking the voltage and vacuum checking for flow, to find the problem
and the solution.
Daisy's Well Drilling, family owned since 1941.
Daisy's Well Drilling.
6:38 on our Wednesday morning. Sun's coming up in about a half hour, and beautiful shot on our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp. A little bit of fog at the surface, so be careful out there. It'll burn off here in the next couple of hours. It's chilly, 40s to around 50 degrees, 49 in Georgetown, 50 in Selbyville. Lewis right now at 54. We've got light winds and mainly clear skies, just a few clouds out there right now. The only rain is now moving offshore, and this was a system that moved off to our south. Time for our Face of Grace UV Index. They practice in sun safety, and we're in the medium range the next 3 days. It drops to a 2 on Saturday because of the clouds and rain, and on Sunday it is back into the medium range. So when we're seeing 4s and 5s, make sure you have the SPF handy and find some midday shade if you're outside for an extended period of time.
Improving the ability to respond to emergencies. It's why Sussex County officials say the expansion of the Sussex County Emergency Operations Complex in Georgetown was needed. On Tuesday, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held for the completion of that expansion. It underwent a 2-year, $12 million improvement project to create a consolidated public safety facility for 911 dispatchers, paramedics, and other first responders.
So Sussex County is growing, and this is just another example of the county council and the county government growing with the county as it expands, whether our population or the number of visitors and tourists that come and visit our area. We got to be able to provide the services that they come to expect.
This 20,000 square foot expansion now serves as the administrative headquarters and state-of-the-art training facility for Sussex County EMS Department. All right, well, do you have some bulk items, maybe a couch, a bicycle that you have just been meaning to throw away? On Thursday, October 12th, in Bridgeville, the town will host a cleanup day for homeowners to dispose of any bulk items. The town says any items such as furniture, appliances, wood, and metal, those will be accepted. But yard waste, construction debris, that will not be collected. According to the town, those items, they must be placed on your curb by 5 a.m. The Maryland State Highway Administration, they're hiring. The agency says they are hosting a hiring event later today that runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. This event will focus on positions for facility maintenance technicians. Now, the event does take place in Annapolis, but you can also apply for those positions online.
Games during the regular season that they had yet to come up with a W in the first 2 games of the American League Divisional Series against the Rangers. Not one time during the regular season when the Birds swept in the series. Wooden brooms was their task.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. The Del Mar community coming together to remember high school football player Carter Figgs, who passed away in a car crash this past weekend. Yesterday, the field hockey team dedicating every corner to Carter and accepting donations for his family. The field hockey team honored him by putting his number 32 on their arms and totaling 32 corners in the game. Head coach Jody Holloman also donned a Del Mar football sweatshirt. From being honored before the game and the many gestures from the field hockey team, Carter Figgs was in everyone's thoughts on Tuesday afternoon.
The last few days have been difficult for our Del Mar community. We are trying the best to come together in times of sadness to support each other in any way possible. Today, we are honoring the memory of Carter Figgs with Corners for Carter. For every corner we earn today, many people have pledged to donate an amount per corner or have already made a flat donation.
Our community is, going through a lot right now, and anything that our team can do to support our football team and what they are going through, it just helps the kids come together. They're resilient and they're handling it with as much grace as they can.
Del Mar football is dedicating their season to Carter Figgs, and the team plays away at Lake Forest Thursday, then has homecoming next Saturday. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Okay, we'll try this one more time. The Orioles won 101 games during the regular season, but had yet to come up with a W. The first 2 games of the American League Divisional Series against the Rangers. Not one time during the regular season where the Birds swept in a series. Avoiding the brooms, that was their task in Texas last night to keep the season alive. We head to the Lone Star State for Game 3. Did not start well for the Orioles. First inning, second batter, Corey Seager goes deep. This puts the Birds down 1-0, and then we go to the second inning. This was the Orioles' undoing. Texas scores 5, 3 from this Adolis Garcia jack. And just like that, a 3-game sweep ends what was a thrilling season for the Orioles. The Rangers' 7-1 win puts them in the American League Championship Series.
And weather-wise, we're seeing blue skies on our tunnel and razor cam. Watch out for some inland fog this morning, otherwise looking dry and mild the rest of the week. Then a first alert weather day for Saturday for the potential of heavy rain. I'll track it all on Futurecast coming up after the break.
Step 1. Join Club Ocean at Ocean Downs. Step 2. Get $20 free play guaranteed. Step 3. Play, celebrate, and join an ocean of winners like these. Ocean Downs Casino, where the fun shines.
Avery Hall has a long-standing history of being involved in the community. To me, it's very important to be involved in helping local families when they're in need. We see a variation of people in need. They need to be educated, provide guidance, and that's something that we're here for, and I enjoy helping people. At the end of the day, if I'm able to rewrite a policy and save them money that can help them continue in early retirement, that would be great. I'm Steve Mason, account executive at Avery Hall Insurance.
We've got you. It's a pledge to make sure you're always taken care of. A pledge that your Touchstone Energy Cooperative honors each and every day. When it comes to keeping things running smoothly or getting them back on track when they're not, we've got you. Always.
The Delaware Electric Cooperative family is proud to keep the lights on.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
Tune to 100.9% Classic Country or download the app to listen anywhere.
WRDE weather brought to you by Window World of Delmarva, simply the best for less.
At Window World, we strive to be different, making customer satisfaction our highest priority.
As a retired veteran, it was great to work with Window World, who supports veterans programs. Window World did my entire exterior, roof, siding, windows, doors, gutters, and did a great job doing it. I would recommend Window World every day, all day, to everyone I know.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Window World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call or visit us online so we can get started on your project today.
It's now 6:45 on this Wednesday. There we go. That's a live look at Lewis on our tunnel and razor cam, where we are just starting to see a little hint of the sun. It is making its way up on what's going to be a beautiful fall day, Bob.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Really nice. And there's a shot right there showing us the wall-to-wall blue skies right now. So a beautiful day, guys. Watch out for that morning fog. Otherwise, looking great for those outdoor activities as we go into the afternoon. Make sure you scan the QR code, lower left part of your screen. That will get you to the Coast TV weather app and lots of great weather information on there. We've got a system coming our way this weekend, so you can track it on there. Weather headlines, a quiet rest of the week. We're looking at dry and pleasant conditions. So if you have to cut the grass or anything you do outside, now's the time to do it, because by the weekend it's going to get rainy. First alert day on Saturday. The reason being is heavy rain, about 1 to 2 inches, could cause some local flooding, especially in poor drainage areas. So that's why we're concerned. And then the rain does start to wind down on Sunday, mainly morning rain, but I think much of the day will be kind of murky, kind of cloudy, breezy, and cool, maybe a little bit of sunshine. But this morning, mainly clear. Do watch out for a little bit of patchy fog. 47 in Seaford, 47 in Redden, 52 in Milford, 50 in Selbyville, Rehoboth 55, as is Lewis right now. Winds are very light, so that is conducive to seeing some of that fog development inland. So use the low beam headlights. It'll be burning off by about 8 or 9 a.m. Otherwise, mostly clear skies, just a few clouds here and there. We did have a system move to our south last night, an area of low pressure along a front. You can see it right through here. That's moving offshore back to our west. We've got high pressure and we've got clear skies building in. Meantime, we're seeing tropical moisture building into the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf Coast states, and that's sending a big area of clouds our way. We'll see the clouds, but not the rain from that. Our rain comes from another system moving in from the north and west. Here's Futurecast as we go through the day. Warming through the 50s and 60s this morning, near 70 by noon. A little cooler at the beaches. I think we're topping out the low 70s inland today, around 64 in Dewey Beach, and those clouds I just alluded to start to build in through this evening, and then they clear out of here by Thursday morning. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s, and then by the afternoon, maybe some areas into the mid 70s as we keep it sunny tomorrow, and then Friday, mainly sunny skies and temperatures warming, well, not as much as the previous day, into the 60s. Now, we do have the weekend rain on the way, maybe dry at 6 a.m. on Saturday, but then the rain quickly starts building in from the west, and that gets heavy and steady into the evening hours, and we could be looking at the potential for local flooding as we see this area of low pressure developing along the coast. The rain does start to taper off Sunday morning and just cloudy and breezy as we go through the day. Could see a widespread 1 to 2 inches of rain, so a soaking rain looks like it is on the way. Your Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 72 today, up to 75 Thursday with mostly sunny skies, and then by Friday cools off, 69 with increasing clouds. Saturday, first alert day. Watch out for heavy rain. Make sure you have a plan B in place with the heavy rain. And then 61 on Sunday, lingering showers, and cool Monday and Tuesday with low 60s. Dry Monday. Looks like another chance of rain on Tuesday with a high of 62.
The holiday season, it's right around the corner. That means it's time to return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. Through generous donations every year, we do our best to make sure every child on Delmarva has a present to open on Christmas morning. And we do that by supporting the nonprofits that pick families in need. Applications for nonprofits, they're open now and they're due October 31st.
U.S. Postal Service wants to raise prices once again. The proposed new rates include a 2-cent increase in the price of first-class mail forever stamps. That would increase it from 66 cents to 68 cents. Prices for special service products, that would also go up. And we're talking about certified mail, post office box rental fees, mail order fees, and the cost to purchase insurance when mailing an item. Postal Regulatory Commission still has to review the price changes first. If approved, the new prices would take effect January 21st.
The Food Bank of Delaware is starting a new WIC resources group for Delawareans. Each Wednesday at 10 a.m., community nutrition educators will be discussing community resources, parenting topics, nutrition, education, and more. Information on how to register, that can be found on the Food Bank's website.
One local animal shelter has announced an opportunity for free care for furry friends. The Humane Animal Partners says its next free wellness and vaccination clinic in Sussex County, that will be held October 30th at BB Primary Care on Mitchell Street in Millsboro, and the clinic is first come, first serve.
It's now 6:50. It's time to check in with our coastal pet of the day, brought to you by Maggie's Pet Boutique.
And what we're talking about today is Binks. He's our coastal pet of the day. He's on your screen right now, and you can see him lying there in the sun. He also likes hanging out at the lake and just checking out the scene. Binks loves to go on walks and is very sweet and affectionate to his family, and Binks was sent to us by Matthew. I love those pictures of Binks.
Yeah, those are great. I wonder if Binks jumped in the lake. Right after that, my dog, you can't stop him from jumping in water.
He just loves it.
I guess, but sometimes it's a pain. But I bet Binks is a good boy, though. Binks is. Keep sending us those photos. Tell us what makes your pets so special. Take a look at your screen on how to do that.
Okay, good information on Ziggy there, too. Email us at content@wrde.com, then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
I used to get frustrated when my Golden would walk into a big pile of mud and then look at me and say, "What's wrong? Nothing to see here. Everything's good." Gotta love dogs. Gotta love our weather this morning. Looking at mainly clear skies. Hershey Exteriors cam looking quiet. We've got quiet weather today, and the balance of the week, it will be mild as well. Rain for the weekend. Some of it could be heavy. We have a first alert weather day for Saturday. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Get ready to experience the ultimate CNC and RV lifestyle event at the OCRV Show October 12th to the 15th at the Roland E. Powell Convention Center. Explore a vast collection of new RVs and custom van life builds tailored for those seeking the thrill of life on the road. Enjoy exciting activities like kayaking, supboarding, fishing, and yoga, along with educational speakers, BMX demos, and bay cruises. The OCRV Show is the ultimate event for those who want to learn how to live it up when on the open road. Get tickets at ocrvshow.com and embark on a journey of a lifetime.
Going solar can be a big investment. We provide quality equipment and first-rate warranties.
Let Solaire be your trusted advisor. We can provide you with a no-cost proposal, a second opinion, which could save you significant money.
Solaire helped us through the permitting, financing, and grant process. They offer a quality product at a fair price.
Whether you have a business, a farm, or a residential home, give us the opportunity to show you what we can offer.
Please give Solaire a call today. You'll be shocked at the savings.
We know going to the doctor can be stressful, but Dr. Kurt Weiberg is here to help you breathe easier. A pioneer of robotic surgery, he has the knowledge and expertise to treat your lung disease and improve your quality of life. At Tidal Health, you are not just a name on a chart. You're a person with feelings and needs, and your care is our #1 priority. To learn how you can improve your surgical experience with less pain and a quicker recovery, visit tidalhealth.org/lung surgery.
Solo Cup Saturday night. It's an alternative country party with me,
Jared, brought to you by Midshore Recyclers Incorporated. Saturdays at 7 on Coast Country, 103.9 and 106.3.
Weather shapes our lives. At Coast TV, our First Alert weather team is always at work.
We have a strong line to begin to press its way through.
Coverage that prioritizes you.
Disrespect any closed beaches.
The First Alert weather team, your safety, our commitment.
It is 6:54. It's time now for some things you need to know before you go. From Salisbury to Sussex County and Peninsula neighborhood off of Bay Farm Road, this fire happened right here, and you can see these pictures. They're posted by the Indian River Volunteer Fire Department. This call for this fire came in at 4:15. You can see the work crews had to put in once they got there. While 2 cars were in the same driveway, it doesn't appear much of, if any, damage was caused to the house.
In Fenwick Island, the town reviewing options to deal with the potential of sea level rise and the damage that could result from it. A town council meeting focused on flood mitigation, and according to council member Richard Ben, a recently completed resiliency study claims that in 50 years, the projected sea level rise in that area would flood 80% of the Bayside properties twice a day.
According to Rehoboth Beach city officials, people are unlawfully converting basements into habitable spaces. The Rehoboth Beach Building and Licensing Department explained at a city workshop that basements at the height of 6 foot 6 inches are only meant for storage purposes. Their concern is renters are turning spaces into bedrooms and increasing the amount of square footage for their properties.
Yeah, happening today in Washington, House Republicans hope to elect a new speaker after former Speaker of the House Kevin McCarthy was ousted when 8 Republican members joined with Democrats on a vote. 2 men vying for the job. Representative Jim Jordan proposes a long-term stopgap funding bill with spending cuts. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, who in 2017 was shot by a Bernie Sanders supporter, says he wants to get Senate Democrats to negotiate.
All right, it's 6:56 now. Time for a quick look at your forecast before you head out your door.
I got one final check with First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey.
And looking good, guys. Do watch out for a little bit of patchy fog this morning. Make sure to use the low beam headlights. Otherwise, that burns off between about 8 and 9 a.m. Otherwise, we're looking at a good looking day, but grab that jacket out the door. Upper 40s through about 8 o'clock. Then it's into the 60s. We're looking at increasing clouds, I think, into the afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures into the low 70s. So you can go into shorts and t-shirt mode by the afternoon. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 75 into Thursday, cooler with more clouds on Friday, 69. Then Saturday is a First Alert weather day. We're looking at rain building in, could be heavy at times, maybe some local flooding. I'm expecting around 1 to 2 inches of rain later Saturday into Sunday. Rain ends earlier Sunday with a high of 61, but notice how cool it is. We're drying it out on Monday, 61, mostly cloudy skies. Then it looks like another chance of rain coming in by next Tuesday and Wednesday, as we're looking at highs below average in the low to mid 60s, and overnight lows cooling down into the 40s next week, as cold as 45 as we go into next Friday morning.
Bob, thank you so much. We'll keep an eye on that. And thank you for joining us on Coast TV News Today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
We'll be back with Coast TV midday at 11, so stick around.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, go ahead, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Wednesday morning, everybody.